Hey, I'm Kev Stone. Welcome back to MotoGP 20. Has, after a difficult time in the wet in Thailand, we're heading to Japan, so that means a new helmet as well. And if I remember correctly, it's this helmet that we're going to be using. As in, see, nice drone design. Eyes on the side as well, so you can look at the riders ahead. And as into the bikers, got the different livery. Got the right and red of Japan on it now. Matches the leathers nicely as well. So we'll see if the Ace can take advantage of this sleek design and get back to winning ways. But before we go to Japan, we've got to do one thing. We've got to start negotiating the contract. So, been told not to go for MV Agusta because they are the worst, unfortunately, in Moto 2. NTS as well, not that great. So it's between Speed Up and Calyx. Well, Calyx, there's the teams. But we'll negotiate with Speed Up, shall we? So here we go, Oakley Speed Up. Starting those negotiations. So time left 10 weeks. So reputation required. We definitely got the reputation required. Stone with a wet track but dry conditions overhead. Took advantage of the dry conditions to the end of the session. 2 seconds quicker than anyone else as he's ahead of home heroes Suzuki and Fenati. We've got Lopez, Antonelli and Vietti. Mino, Mazia, Foggia and Salak rounds out the top 10 ahead of Fernandez, McPhee, Arbolano and Agura. In for the just ahead of fellow Japanese runner too. But so in the combined times, as you can see, they were quicker on the first day. So 2:02.1 from Sasaki right at the top. But Stone up there in 10th. So he's made it through to qualifying 2. Suzuki just as well made it through. So we look out for the likes of Mino, Tuber, Fernandez and Salat to maybe sneak through as well. So let's see if they join them. It was Salat, Fernandez, Mino, but Koffer as well, the Austrian. Great job for Maximilian. As of course it's totally dry for qualifying in the race. So all of that knowledge we learned in practice is meaningless now as we get to push it a bit here around the Twin Ring Motegi. Staple on the Canada now. Since the Grand Prix Motorcycle Circus moved away from Suzuki off that track weekend of 2003. But we've seen some good racing rounds. I remember the Moto 3 finale of that classic year, wasn't it? 2013. Definitely shifted the championship, that did. And we've seen some fantastic MotoGP racing around there as well. But we'll see what we can do. So we've only ridden around this circuit with a damp track and dry conditions, so it's going to be fun actually pushing it a bit more on this qualifying night that we have so far. Remember, this left-hander being very tricky in the wet, because if you just got slightly sideways, you're losing time. Bike's losing patience if you've got some good fans on the hill above. So yeah, the hairpin. Onto the back stretch. So we were very quick in Sector 2 and Sector 4. Sector 1 slightly better, Sector 3 slightly better, so... Oh, you could break around the 100 there. And look at that gravel on the outside of a curb. That's a bit refreshing. Never know the best way to take that final chicane, but we've got to cross the line. Should hopefully be under the 2-minute mark. Or just over. 2:09. But it's still good enough for pole as we're ahead of Alcoba and Baltus in the rookies. Join us on the front row. 6 tenths behind us. Home hero Guru denied. The front row start by 0.008 of a second as he's ahead of Mazda and Arenas. Sasaki leading the third row ahead of four-game fellow countryman Yamanaka. We've got Tato around out of top 10 of Fenati and Fernandez, and Rossi, Mino and Stadak And Suzuki leading the sit for ahead of teammate Anthony and Koffler as well. A bit disappointing again in qualifying from the Sync 58 boys. So in the race, as you can see, track temperature pretty low. I think we could get away with soft to be honest. Definitely felt very grippy as well with the soft tyres. And we put the fuel up again because long straights, as you can see. We've got some tight corners, long straights. It's a bit like, say, like Austria maybe, except less high speed, apart from that back straight. So see what everyone else has chosen then. So soft, medium, hard for Magura, going the opposite direction to most people. Interesting to see if that works. Hey, Fanati joined us a soft. So it's Anthony and Suzuki. They need to make up places. Sarakoso going for medium and hard, but it seems like medium choice of the day. Apart from if you lower down a bit. Powell in Arbolone a bit out of place. Cooney was soft medium as well. Soft medium for Jason and Onshu as well. Binder in last. So you are revving up then for the start. Not a shocking getaway. Luckily it's not a long run to the first corner, just around what, 200 metres? As we try and occupy the inside as Napa down behind. We're definitely outside the top 10. As you see, a Tech 3 in the points. So we're trying to go around the outside. Someone's trying to go around the outside of us. As we're 3 wide. As we're behind Fanati into the top 10. Now. Oh, much more confident on the brakes into the hairpin as the KTM of, I believe, Fernandez tries to hold it around the outside. Koffler with a poor start down to 24th. Binder up to 29th from last. Let's go flat out. Oh, Guru going a bit wide in front. Well, right in front, looking behind. Cheeky get. So we're up to 7th though. As Arenas and Koba battle for the podium places early on here. And all a bit wide from... That might actually be Arenas. Oh, Kauba, isn't it? As... Oh, got pushed onto the grass there by... Is that Antonetti ahead of us? No, Suzuki! Magnificent start. It's really the Japanese sound of Agura behind. Oh, Arena's behind. We've made it all the way back up to 4th. Not a bad start at all. In the end. There's a Koba batting for 7th with Fanati, but what a start from Suzuki. What, from 16th to 3rd on home turf? That's the Leopard's lead, Damasio and Foggia. And you've got Sync 58 and GoPro Honda team behind. Agura rounds out the top 5 head of Arenas at the moment. Mino and Fietti battle over 9th. And Antonetti as well down there. On the edges of the top 10. Well, the top 4 in the championship, I remember off the top of my head. Top 4 in the race. And I think Fanati's up there now, isn't he? Well, we'll gabble 1.4 behind to Agura. These 4 just flying away from them. So the Airpod boys flying away from Suzuki. So magnificent start. Might not have the race pace though, so we get alongside him. Looking to the outside. Fortunately never on there. Kind of one line through that corner is the fastest way. Can't really take multiple lines there. There's all the Airpod. Kicks up the dirt in front. Stone with the move into the hairpin. Up to 3rd then. And I'm sure the Airpod boys are getting that Jaws music in their ears now. As there comes Stone again. Was this round 5 or 6 of the season between these lot? Probably more, isn't it? They've definitely been the top 3 in the championship. Split feet up to 90 ahead of Pauli. Coming to his home race soon in Malaysia. It's been up to 25th. Mazda with the fastest lap or not. Stone with a 2:01.1. Definitely want to go soft at the moment. There's 2 up to 6 here with Arbolona. Remember, Arbolona on soft as well. Fee up to 18th now, making some moves. Bowter's unfortunately sliding out the points already. On this third out, Vietti up to 8th ahead of Antonelli or not. There's Antonelli ahead of Arenas now. Cracking battle on the low. Half of the top 10, Garcia into top 20. Now Suzuki has been dropped. 9/10 behind these 3 now. Sasaki home hero down to 24th. It's going to be one of those days again for the Japanese rider, unfortunately. He's all clipping some grass there, don't want to be doing that. As Fernandez up the 12th head of Alcoba. Fantastic qualifying, but the Spaniard's slipping down in the race. Saki 14th head of home hero. Yamanaka. There's a bit of holding pattern in the top 3 here. Seems like Stone's caught up. Not looking to make a move at the moment. No, he's got a much better run than Foggill onto this back straight. Yes, these 2 do tend to get feisty together. But Stone with the dive. Makes it up to 2nd. There's 2 up to 17th ahead of McPhee. That's how it's Mazio v Stone as we get into the second half of this race. And there we go, to minute 9. Matching qualifying Stone. Bit wrong in the first corner. It's deceptive how tight the line is there for the first corner because you're just looking to accelerate through the second part. So you really got to tighten up the line in the first. Same through this left as well. There's Vietti bound for a top 10 place with Arenas. I'm sorry, Arenas winning that battle at the moment. So 8/10, 1.2 behind this Fogger. Bloody hell, they're dropping quite a lot of time once Stone gets by. But even with the title in the bag, you can see after that flopping Thailand, he definitely is still determined to grab some victories and leave Moto 3 on a high. Accelerate hard. Slow percent over Gura. Koba battling for Sonic with 13th. Some good battling in the points behind. As we're into the second half of the race. Stone a bit wide. Back under the bike. Didn't really agree with that line either. When I was taking his head off 4 gear now. And you see he gains a few tenths in that third sector. So in the race it might actually be sectors 1 and 3 which are his best. Looks like you have to straight on the left-hander, don't you, for the right? Just not quite getting the line right there. It's like got the 24th head of Barry. As McPhee into the points head of Salak. And Stone's that time dropping a bit there. Down to mid 201s. Just matching Mazzia's pace. Maybe saving the tyres a bit as Mazzia a bit paranoid in front, it seems like, defending the inside. Yes, lost the 10th in that first sector. A bit like the Kimi Ring, Mazda maybe got the pace on Stone at the moment. We'll see if that changes on like the Finnish Grand Prix. You see resting the bike. Good chicane as with feet up to 14th. Jason in the top 30 a bit early. Arenas into the top 10 over Guru. He's sliding down the order. That hard combination not working out for the Japanese rider, that medium hard. He's still got some fight left. As there you go again, a couple of tenths back. Almost a 2-second gap behind Tafogia. As he approaches the penultimate lap of the race here in Japan. As you'll see up to 90 with a Paoli. Alberno still looking for a point. Time to start using that power 2 quite a bit. Might be time to dance. Mazia. Taking that very defensive line again. The Spaniard. Oh, Stone a bit wide there. That's cleaning up to 21st over Rodrigo. Once again on the outside, looking in is Yuki for points. Yeah, losing some time in that first sector. Oh, that's much better than the hairpin. Looking into the top 20 now, the Paoli. As Mazianic's behind. With 11.5 to go. He knows the threat is coming. At least he did it on a straight rather than in the middle of a corner, like we see some riders do. It's a good battle for 20th. Between an Asian and Japanese rider. This one feet up to 13. He's working his way like a surgeon up the order is the Scot. Maybe not good enough for a top 10, but good ride through the field from the veteran. So yes, he has gained that 10th back. Definitely has been the closest he's been all race long as Rodrigo into the top 20 now. Oh, he's messed up the final chicane note. As he go one lap to go here in Japan. Stone with the fastest lap. Turn up the pressure on the Leopard once again this season. There's with feet up to 12 ahead of Fernandez. Looking comfortable here, the GoPro on the team. Right, he's actually gained in that first sector, and it's like he is less than half a second back. Oh, is Mazia struggling on this final lap? This should have flat out. Want a Stone right in the tail. Attempt to separate them. With half a lap to go, Mazia a bit wide, but on the curves. Important corner, this hairpin. Stone needs to run off the corner. Even with the rear slide, he's just a couple tenths back right in the toe. Will the Spaniard defend? He won't. Stone buy into the lead as he's stolen a victory here in Japan. I think he has. What have you done, Masia? Even made sure to get that chicane right as they run towards the line. Who's going to win? Get up to power 2. I think Stone has stolen it. Stone with a fastest lap on the final lap as well. 2:03. Grabs the victory by just 7/10 ahead of Masia, with Focchia on the other year pod ran out the podium by 1.14 ahead of Suzuki. Couldn't quite get a home podium, but still a superb ride through the field, or just a superb opening lap to get through the field. Then we've got Fenati round at the top 5 ahead of Antonelli. Then Mino, Lopez, Vietti, Arenas winning the battle for the top 10 ahead of McPhee. With a great ride through the field after not the best of starts. We've got Agura, Fernandez, Alcoba, and Yamanaka grabbing the final point on home turf by around 3 seconds ahead of Tuba, as Arbolona didn't quite get up there in the end. And then Garcia, Sanak slipping out the points. Cunha rounds out the top 20. Bautas down to 26th in the end. As Napa, the only retirement. So in the Riders' Championship, Fogger 18 points ahead of Masia. Now he's up to 3rd. 8 points ahead of Fenati, Fogger's fellow countryman. And then we've got Suzuki rounding out the top 5. Bit of a gap to Mino's now up to 6th. They're 1 points with Vietti. Then Antonelli, Lopez, Arenas, McPhee. Agura up to 12th ahead of Salak. As no other changes in the order. In the Team's Championship there, probably with one hand on that Team's trophy. And it's like 6 points ahead of GoPro Honda Team. Just 23 ahead of Sync 58 now. Back up to 3rd ahead of Max Racing by a single point. In VR 46 in 5th. And Ganeto, Straiglitz, the Snipers. China Sprinter. KTM round out the top 10.
This victory is the cherry on top of an exhausting weekend. If his team keeps working like this, it will be really difficult for his opponents to overtake him.
I think that helmet worked, you know, with the eyes on top of the head. Really did work on that final lap, didn't it? Surprised Mazda didn't put up more of a fight, though. As... let's see what we've got here. Have we got a proposal received? We do. From Oakley Team Speed Up. So the race goal is a top 10. Championship goal is a top 5. Qualification 3rd row. It is exactly like what we have for this season, isn't it? Okay. Let's think about it. As we head to the Australian Motorcycle Grand Prix. Not at Sydney Opera House. That'll be some backdrop to a motorcycle Grand Prix, but we'll instead be going to Phillip Island and the fast and furious and flowing and undulating circuit there on the island. And one of Stone's favourites as well. We'll see if he can go as well as he did last season round there. So, well, I remember there was a crash, wasn't there, last season, but he did have incredible speed there. So, once again, we'll be switching up the helmets and sign off for watching, and we'll see what livery will turn up next time.